We are back live here for the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. The Women's Opens match between the Victoria Storm and the Brisbane City Cobras. About 20 seconds out from the commencement of the match, just awaiting the arrival of both of the teams. The referees are in position. The Cobras will get us underway.
Players and referees ready.
There we go with the siren in the background. Rebecca Maimai gets us underway for the Cobras. Bella Bauer drives in. There we go, sweeper play coming around, out the back. Maimai losing a footing there, Rebecca. Bella Bauer in the acting half position here. Sweeper goes around. Long ball to the winger. No luck there for the Cobras opening salvo in this match. So Victoria Storm now attacking off their own line. Good transition here. From deep within their own territory up over the halfway line. That's where they want to be. Good space. Field position here to end the set. There's the final touch. So both teams complete their set to open the game. That not so good from Rebecca Maimai there, looking for the pass into depth, but unfortunately not finding the mark. Unfortunately for the Cobras, that is. We see great attacking opportunity here early in the match for the Victorian team. Penalty goes the way of the Storm. Amelia Branson there with the ball. Leah Percy, the number 8. Bit of the puppet master, the touch made. She's the puppet master for the Victorian team. A lot of experience in the Australian Women's Opens team for Leah Percy. And one of the players to watch here in this lineup. Bella Bauer caught short, just going out, pushing out, and the referee was right there, so the ball was down first. So there's a try to open the scoring for the Storm. That try will ring the changes for the Cobras, a full lineup change here now. So the Cobras now 1-0 down. Rapid play. It's tough work there in the middle. Striking straight back. Individual try for the Cobras. Let's have a look at it here on replay. Nice setup. Driving into the line. Good momentum going forward. The rapid goes around. Just draws the attention of that outside defender. We see the number 24, Hannah Forbes, for the Brisbane City Cobras. She opens the scoring for her team. 1-1. Victoria back on the attack once again, deep into the half. In space. Just loses control of that one. The ball goes to ground. So the Cobras now driving the ball off their line once again. It's a ball, shift out wide over towards their own substitute box. Here come the changes now, sweeping on. Good field position and momentum. Earns a penalty. An offside penalty against the Storm team there. So the Cobras with a good opportunity here. Down the outside, just got outside a player there. Brooke English onto the field, gets the ball away to Laura Waldy. There's English again from half, switches the ball back inside, nice play. Shidei Solian there. Gets the ball out in the link position. English goes to half, nice dish off. Laura Waldy steps back. Here's Waldy, she's dangerous. Laura Waldy, one of the danger players in the Cobras lineup. Nice ball off the ground. Didn't need to pass that one. Really needs to just have a look up and see what was happening in that defensive line. Maybe an opportunity there for her to go across and not force that pass as we see Victoria pass. One of those forced balls we was just talking about off her own line. So that puts the team under a lot of pressure here. 5 metres out or 7 metres out now. The Cobras on the attack. English gets it to Waldy. Waldy, nice ball off the ground. Sweeping around was Ray Barker. Not able to get the ball over the stripe. So Waldy just acknowledging what was being said from the players out wide there. Lisa Mai with the ball now sweeping. Nice defence, but the Cobras asking plenty of questions here. Waldy with the ball in hand again. There's English. Back to Waldy. Not much doing. Good defence there. A little bit of confusion in the Cobras lineup. So the Storm on the attack. Up to the halfway line. Sloppy pass from the dummy half position relieves all of the pressure they just applied in getting into that space, into that territory. So the Cobras, 10 metres into their own territory. Now bring the ball back into play. Slow play the ball. This just gets in between the defenders there, gets a nice roll ball there. Good momentum here for the Cobras if they're good enough to capitalise on it. Change is coming on. So referee signalling something there. Could have been 7 on. Forward pass from the ruck. So the Storm get the penalty on the halfway line. Now into Cobras territory. Storm driving forward. Alice Cooney getting the ball to the ground. A lot of instructions, a lot of pointing out there. Communication's good from the Storm team, picking out the weaknesses. We see a change of direction. Gets across from half. Good composure from the Cobras players there. There's no panic. The half went across the line. The Cobras numbered up. Becca Mai driving a team forward there. A lot of talking. It's good work from Mai. Here she goes now with the ball in hand. Practices what she's preaching. Goes hard into the defensive line. Drives forward once again. Gets extra metres too. That's important. Here's the last touch coming up. What can the Cobras do now? They take it out wide. Keep the ball away from the opposition sub-box. So the Storm will have to drive it across the field if they want to get the transitional play happening here. They've done that nicely. Good space for the Storm to capitalise on that. Here come on the changes now. Sweeping back to the open side. Zoe Lever, the number 16 for the Storm. Good play on that transition. Here she goes. A little tap on play. Didn't quite come off, but the idea was right. Cobras defenders up to the task on that occasion. They'd shut it down. Now the Cobras have to drive off their own line again. That's nice play in behind the line where the defensive player had shot up. Got a couple of extra metres out of it, but then wasted that with overrunning the mark. That's good play again from the Cobras. Sophie Clemson driving hard in behind the line. This is another good solid drive. This time Lisa Mai. So the Cobras really taking the game by the horns here, driving into the Storm defensive lineup. There's Laura Waldy, cut out pass to the winger. That'll close the set out. Again, good distance away from the substitute box. If they get up here and put pressure on the Storm attack, they should be able to cut it down a little bit, the Cobras, my apologies. So keeping the ball in the middle, that's good, 3 touches. So the middle third, this is where the Storm are concentrating. There's Leah Percy taking control in the middle, but unfortunately a forward pass in the ruck area, but that was good momentum created there by the Storm. English takes a settle up. My now. So my just turning it back inside to Sonali Gain there. Unfortunately, the ball goes to ground for the Cobras. Penalty for a hard touch. Alice Cooney back to her feet. Took a knock there, come off and regain a composure. Just get looked at by the medical staff for the Victoria Storm. As again, they roll up over the line. That's good transitional speed there. Finds the outside attacker. Defender goes across, doesn't get there in time. Hands up to the face. Not sure what happened there. She seemed to be in a position to make the touch, but just didn't extend. Not sure who it was. Let's see. And Bella Bauer seemed to be in a position to make that touch. Just not sure what was happening. But the Storm go across and score their second of the match. 2-1, they lead. And now a penalty. So not going the Cobras' way here. They've just lost a little bit of direction, a little bit of momentum. And the Victoria Storm are capitalising on that. Leah Percy in the middle, dictating play. That looked to be forward off the ruck, gets away with that one. She drives in again, creating the momentum for the Storm. This time shut down nicely by Hannah Forbes in the link position. There's another long shift out to the winger. Some confusion in the referees' colours out there with the Cobras girls. See how that one plays out. Another nice shift for Hannah Forbes. She'll get outside a player there. Skips onto the outside. Gets it down quickly. Another good transitional play here for the Cobras girls. There's a hard touch. So a penalty goes the way of the Cobras right on the halfway line. It's a good field position. English takes it into the line, gets the ball away. Back to English. Now Waldy. Waldy, one of the danger players here in the Cobras. Plenty of experience. Taking a leadership role in this young outfit here. It's a nice sweep of play. Look for the short ball back inside. Lucky there to maintain possession. I thought she'd let that go after the touch. It's a long ball out to the winger. That was a nice heads-up play. Naomi Parslow getting the ball across the stripe for the Cobras to equalise 2-2. Having a look here, sweep it goes. Ball delivered back to the inside. Waldy with a long cutout pass finds Naomi Parslow in the corner for the equaliser. So Waldy, the ball in hand, dangerous. Good right to left pass there for the Cobras to equalise. Now, the Storm deep into the territory of the Cobras defenders. This will be the fourth touch. Couple remaining here. Touch is made right at the last second. Just got there in time. So a changeover. And Forbes brings the ball back into play. There's Rebecca Maimai taking the ball forward. And Forbes, nice switching play there for Bella Bauer, who makes great meters up the middle of the field. This is better from the Cobras. Good momentum. Good field position here if they can capitalise. Rebecca Maimai just taking control. Bella Bauer comes around on the sweep. But again, referee blows a penalty when the team in attack look to have momentum. Bauer with the ball, shifts it out to the left. Sonali gained. Penalty there. Must have been for a forward pass or a late pass, not 100% certain. The Storm bring the ball back towards their sub box again, now working it to the middle. Worked for them the last couple of times, but not square on the roll ball there. It's just those small percentage plays not coming off for the Storm outfit. Parslow gets us back underway. That was Bauer taking the ball into contact. There she is with the ball again. Gets it down. Ray Barker just taking the ball into the touch. Here's Maimai. Here's the last play. Maimai with the ball in hand. Slows it down a little bit. This is the final play in the set. Not aware of the touch count there. Need to finish that off better. You have to be aware of where the touch count is so you can set up your plays. On that occasion, the Cobras unaware that it was the final touch. As now the Storm sweep on in numbers. It's still on there just over the halfway line. Bauer pushes up out of line, makes a touch there. As does Maimai. The referee's going to blow a penalty. I think she was saying you were offside. I called you out an advantage. So an opportunity here. Full set of 6 for the Victoria Storm. 5 out, the dive over. Touch affected. So the Storm bring it out to the 7 metre line. There's the second touch. Bring it back now, sweeping around. Touch made. Middle's working hard, Bauer and Maimai. Bauer comes up out of the line there. Doesn't want to turn it back too hard. There's a long cutout pass to the left. The referee on the spot calls a touch. A nice cover by the Cobras winger to shut that one down. And now they'll bring the ball out from deep within their own territory. That's good momentum, good meters. As is that for Bella Bauer, right up to the halfway line, 2 touches. Another good drive, this time from Sade Solian. So here they are now, 10 metres out, final touch. Not much doing for the Cobras. So now they need to apply some defensive pressure here to keep the Storm into their own end. Force an error if they can. That's a nice touch. Up over the halfway line now. 3rd touch gone. 3 to go. That's a nice shift. Extra space. Good shutdown there. Final touch coming up. They'd retired past the line, and that's all it took for the experienced Leah Percy to capitalise. Again, poor read from the Cobras defenders. They just seem out of sorts, the Cobras defence here. Let's have a look at it. Not 100% certain what happened. Just overread the play. Teal and Barnes just not pushing out hard enough as the Cobras go back on the attack here. Book English with the ball in hand now. Looking to set up. Sonali gained into acting half. Nice shutdown from Georgia McGuinness for the Storm there, coming in hard. Wally not able to get outside. McGuinness makes another nice touch to close that set out. So now the Cobras need to work hard in defence again. Percy. Great meters as the siren goes in the background for half time. And that will be the final play of the first half. The Victoria Storm lead the Brisbane City Cobras 3-2. Some nice play from both teams. But Victoria certainly have the ascendancy, taking the ball forward with a little bit more purpose and working much better as a team here on the first half. Look forward to the second half. We'll be here with you in about 4 minutes' time.
Players and referees, 2 minutes. One minute, players and referees. 1 minute.
We are back live for the second half here. The Victoria Storm leading the Brisbane City Cobras in the Women's Opens 3 tries to 2. And they will get tap off for the second half. Jessica Johnston will get us underway. So wait the hooter.
And referees ready.
So we're underway. The Victoria Storm. The attack. Send it up once again. Percy with the ball now. Good defence from the Cobras so far. I want to shut this one out. Here's the final touch. Pushing it out wide. Dive back on the inside, but the touch affected. It was Ray Barker making the touch. Nice start from both teams. Rebecca Maimai drives forward for a team. That's good extra metres gain. Bella Bauer, great metres again. Driving hard in behind the line. There's Maimai. So good start for the Cobras here in attack. Slowing the play down a little bit here. Maimai gets outside, pushes the long ball out to the wing. Taken nicely by Naomi Parslow. On transition now, the Storm working out of their own line, which they did very well in the first half. And again, they've started the second half the same way. Up over the halfway line. Good. Quick hands. There's the movement they needed. Referee calls the touch to try down. So there we go. Big start once again. Just the shift here, we can see. Middle's held up. Parslow comes in, was a little bit slow on the shutdown. Bauer going across in cover, the big dive, but the ball was down first. So Victoria Storm extend the lead 4-2 now. You see the Broncos on the attack, pushing it out to the left. Seems to be their favoured side. So shut down there. Sade Solian. Held up in the middle. So the Storm, again, good transitional play here. Leah Percy working hard in the middle, gets that release away, gains another 5 metres for a team. Picks up the momentum that comes with it as well. Backs off the pedal here. Change of direction. Beautiful space. The Broncos defenders caught it 6s and 7s time after time here. Poor communication in the middle. A little bit of work to do for the Cobras to come back here. 5-2 the scoreline now. Really need to pick up in the defence. The attack drives forward. This is good territory. Lisa Maimai there. English with the ball now. Waldy goes around on the wrap. Waldy, there's the sweeper. Lisa Maimai gets in behind the defensive line. Throws a pass, penalised, late pass. See if they can hold out here. Victoria Storm really working hard down the field, making metres at will, it would seem. Again, confusion around that ruck. 2 middles drawn up out of the line. There's Waldy getting a hard touch on. Solid in defence, Waldy. Final touch now. There's a switch, well read. A good hold from the middle defenders there. Brooke English and Laura Waldy working well together. That's a nice shift out wide, extra metres. Good release, Waldy driving hard into the line again. It's a better field position here on this set for the Cobras. Bauer with the ball in hand now, Rebecca Maimai. Sweeping on the inside, here she comes. There's a release on the outside. Extra set earned. Ball knocked down in flight. Storm player throws her hands up and said, but I didn't touch it. Referee calls 6 more. So Maimai and Bauer working together in the middle. There's the sweeper. Hannah Forbes goes around. Play was called offside. Yep. Heads up play there from Hannah. Forbes playing what the referee calls. That's what you need to do. It was well set up between Bauer and Maimai. And the sweeping play from Hannah Forbes into space. You have to be going at the line if you want to get across it. It's exactly what she did. The referee called offside. You can see there both players up off the line. And the ball was down before she recovered in time. It's a good call from the referee. Score now, 5-3. The Storm lead the Cobras. Inside. Nice shutdown this time from Naomi Parslow. Came in with a lot more purpose and really closed it out. But the referee finds a penalty. The middle defender's offside. No advantage. So the Cobras now have to push forward. See Bauer come up out of the line. Link came up, put some pressure on, forced the ball back inside and a drop ball. So that was good work from Lisa Maimai on that occasion in the link position. Now here's the sister. Rebecca goes forward up the middle. Nice pace, but the cover defence comes across. That was well done by Rebecca Maimai. Straight down the middle of the paddock. Pins her ears back. Takes whatever space was available. A nice cover coming across her opposite number, Alice Cooney, but not before. Sets up some good positional play here. Bauer sweeps around, drops the ball back inside, 6 more again. So another good opportunity here. Maimai, Bauer take the opportunity to go off, get some fresh legs onto the field. Lisa Maimai gets the ball down. Another penalty. So now they need to look here. Repeated infringements on the line. Next penalty could see one of their players placed behind the scoreline. Repeated infringements rule in place here in this tournament. Lisa Maimai sweeps around. A little bit of confusion out there. So again, Storm being forced up off the line here. Hannah Forbes turns the ball back inside. Dive over. Referee on the spot. Calls that one a try. So the Cobras right back in the game here. 5-4 now the score. We see young Sophie Clemson. Nice dive. Gets the ball down well before the touches were made. So nice work for young Sophie. Very well constructed play there by the Cobras, who have lifted here. They need to defend this set, hold the Storm out. Good shutdown. Parslow once again comes in. Much better purpose on the shutdown from young Parslow in these last couple of sets. This is the last touch. Intercept taken. Good speed from the cover coming across. Didn't force a pass there. That's well done by Ray Barker. Took the intercept. Didn't want to force a pass, so just took it to ground. Again, second phase, nice extra metres gain. Chelsea Cummins for the Cobras gets extra space, allows the attack to reset now. Hannah Forbes has been dangerous in the number 24 for the Cobras. English, Waldy. Sonali gained with the ball now. She'll look to drive it in. There's English. Gets the ball off the deck to Hannah Forbes. Nice release. Quick hands. 6 more for the Cobras. Looking a lot more purposeful now. The Cobras in attack. Waldy working hard out there. English gets the ball down. Waldy into half. Hannah Forbes again. Gets the extra space. The ball down. That's the equalizer. Hannah Forbes has been impressive here for the Cobras. She will equalise to make it 5-all. It's a nice play. Waldy, English, Sonali gained, and Hannah Forbes, as we see, sweeping around. Good quick ball off the ground from the acting half position, and the ball was well and truly down before the touch was made. We are all tied up here in the Women's Opens. Cobras and Storm, 5-all. As the Storm go on the attack. There's the ever dangerous Percy with a long ball out to the left. Touch made. Parslow has been earning a keep out there on the wing. Young Naomi doing a great job for the Cobras. Becca Maimai takes a swipe, misses that one. Gets her on the second go. This is the last touch in this set. Not sure what was happening there. Both players appeared to be onside. Not 100% certain what the referee ordered, but a penalty is being given. So the Storm with a full set of 6 here. 7 metres out. That's the first touch. See the referees ordering the players to go forward. And forces the pass there. So the pressure relieved for the Cobras. Unfortunately for the Storm, that ball goes to ground. Probably a pass that didn't need to be thrown. Isabella Bauer takes it forward for the Cobras now. There's Rebecca Maimai. She only knows one direction, Maimai, and that is to take the ball forward. Here come the numbers now for the Cobras. A bit of short count there. I'm not sure what happened. Anyway, the Storm get the ball on the halfway line. Offside call. You could hear the referee in the background calling play on. There's the sweeper play. For the Cobras now in defence. That one going, losing the handle. Referee gives another penalty there for offside. So again, more opportunity this time for the Storm. There's touch number 1. Percy pushing out. Shut down by the Cobras defenders. That's Alice Cooney there. Cobras coming up off the line. There's the third touch. Percy goes, gets the ball back inside. Waldy not on the trail. Tough work in the middle there. Laura Waldy caught short. Trailing on the inside. See it here on replay. Well set up. Leah Percy, dangerous. Just a little bit of a lack of communication there in the Cobras lineup. Brooke English and Laura Waldy. Space in between. That's all it took. Is now Bauer. Drives it forward for the Cobras. Maimai in half. Good release. Just a tick under 6 minutes remaining in the match here. The Storm 6, the Cobras 5. Penalty. Bellabauer just holding a space there. Storm not moving forward appropriately. The referee blows the penalty. So here we are again. My with the ball in hand, just looking to drag the defenders out of the line. Sonali gained there. She'll play the ball here. Bellabauer into acting half. Big dummy thrown back inside. There's Bauer on the outside. Nice shift from. Goes for the dive. Rebecca Maimai look for the out ball. There's Bauer with the ball now. Rebecca Maimai into half. Picks up Sonali Gain. Turns the ball back inside. Big pass now out to the left. Last touch coming up. Bauer, good foot speed. Can't get through the line, but shut down by the Storm. Defender may have injured a thumb there in diving for that touch. The referee just holds up play so she can go off and get some treatment. So back into play now. The Storm bring it off their line. Cobras will be looking to come up and shut down the space, force the error, which they have. Maimai straight back into the attack. Good transition there for Rebecca. Sophie Clemson, one of the try scorers, also out there now in the number 9 jersey. She's dangerous for the Cobras. There's another penalty. So again, the Storm will need to look here. That's a repeated infringement. It's Lisa Maimai now. Gets that one away to her sister Rebecca. Sonali Gain goes for the line. Touch was called. Rebecca Maimai turns it back to Sonali. Sonali goes into the line. Rebecca Maimai shapes up to the open. Throws the intercept. Leah Percy gets away. Shifts out wide. Good pace, but good cover for Lisa Maimai there in the 15 for the Cobras. They'll need fresh legs out there. They get numbers on now, the Cobras. They need to regroup. Storm driving into the line. They lead 6-5 with just 3 minutes remaining here in the game. A penalty. So that'll relieve for the Storm, but apply extra pressure now for the Cobras, who trail by that one try. Keelan Barnes gets up off the line to make the touch. Sonali Gain comes in, shuts down nicely. So the Storm look to settle it down here now. It's Alice Cooney taking the ball into the line. Another penalty. That's the second penalty now. You hear the warning from the referee there. Next penalty will be a player taken out of the defensive line, and the overlap created through repeated infringements. So the Cobras have to work hard in defence here. Pushing up off the line, the ball crosses the 7 metre line now. There's the acting half court. 2 minutes remaining. The Cobras bringing the ball out from their own defensive scoreline. There's touch 1. Hannah Forbes. Touch number 2. And a penalty for a forward pass off the ruck. Good pressure there from the Cobras defence, pushing up off the line. They'll need to do that. Minute remaining. 2 touches down. Third touch now. Need to shut that down. There's the space created. The link player didn't need to come in there. Created the space, and that's all it took. Victoria across the stripe to extend the lead out by 2 now. 7-5. So we see it here on the replay. Waldy up out of the line to make the touch. English goes in, pushes out. The link comes in. and allows number 11, Jessica Johnston, to cross the line for the Victoria Storm. .30 seconds remaining. Laura Waldy gets the ball down. A penalty goes her way. Quick tap taken. Brooke English has the ball in hand, drives into the line. There's My, gets it to Waldy. My and Waldy once again. Waldy with the ball in hand. English at half. Hooter sounds in the background. The final play. Cut out pass tapped on by Waldy. Unfortunately put down. By the Cobras winger. So Victoria 7 defeat the Brisbane City Cobras 5 in a very entertaining match in the Women's Opens. So congratulations to Victoria taking out that match as we look forward to a few more games coming your way here at the 2020 Inferno National Touch League. The next match will be the Men's Opens. Brisbane City Cobras taking on the Southwest Queensland Swans.
Inferno is the official teamwear, apparel and event merchandise partner of NRL Touch Football. Inferno are global leaders in touch football uniforms and have a range of styles to suit any need. Visit the Inferno merchandise stand located on the ground floor of the Northern Grandstand. For your next uniform, look no further than Inferno.